in the world was that? Was it a jellyfish? Was it a shoal of jellyfish? Was it something a bit more alien? And where on earth can we find these? Let me tell you about the Hayward Gallery's most recent current exhibition, When Forms Come Alive. The Hayward Gallery has always been about modern and contemporary art, about showing things right of the moment. And located at London's Southbank, it is a short walk from Charles Dickens Primary School. When Forms Come Alive is their current exhibition featuring 21 different international artists. Some of the sculptures in this mesmerising show seem to sway and flow like they're dancing, whereas others seem to erupt like volcanoes. The exhibition is on until the 6th of May, so do, if you get a chance, try to visit. I will also be taking a trip with year 3 to see it, but if you don't get the chance to go and see it and you do want a little bit of a taster, I'm going to give you a sneak preview this week. Polish artist Olaf Brzeski was having a pretty wild day while cleaning his studio's chimney, and as he was doing it, suddenly a huge pile of soot came tumbling down, covering everything, including Olaf himself. But instead of getting mad, Olaf got creative. He scooped up the soot and turned it into a sculpture. Using some chemicals, he turned the messy soot into a piece of art called Dream, Spontaneous Combustion. And this is currently displayed upstairs at the Hayward Gallery. It looks like a frozen explosion hanging on the wall, a magical moment captured in time. But there's so much more. Quirky and playful sculptures that really challenge our ideas about art. Like this giant pink blob by artist Franz West that's surrounded by chairs. You really wonder, what's it all about? Upon entering the exhibition, you're greeted by the wondrous artwork called Shylight, which is an installation by a collective artist called Drift. To me, it really is a mesmerising dance of these ascending and descending lights that could be lots of different things depending on how you look at them. It could be blossoms, dandelion seeds, clouds, jellyfish, or even a flight of birds. As with all of the sculptures here, the longer you look at them, the more they reveal to you. You'll have a good long look at this and then look some more. What did you notice when you looked for longer? One sculpture I particularly enjoyed was Tara Donovan's untitled artwork, nicknamed Mylar, which to me looks like shiny molecules made out of sheets of metallic card folded into spheres and cones. And they're presented in this massive oversized way that makes you feel like you could be up in space. It's big, pretty futuristic, and it also sucks you in. Imagine what was going through her mind when she was making the work. Now, some of the shapes and forms in this exhibition might remind you of things you've seen before, or it might make you feel a certain way. The artists used traditional materials like wood, metal, glass and clay, as well as some more unusual ones, which we'll see, like spices and bubble bath and soot and honey. This incredible piece of sculpture is by artist Marguerite Humeau. And it's all about exploring how fungi and fermentation and our survival on this ever-changing planet are connected. Marguerite was inspired by the amazing ecosystems she saw during a trip to the Australian outback. There, amidst the wild beauty of nature, with fungi and other forms popping up everywhere, and all sorts of fascinating creatures buzzing around. But she didn't want to just admire these ecosystems from a distance. She's drawing links between them and how humans live together in communities. It's like she's saying, hey, just like these termite or ant mounds and the way they collaborate, humans are part of this big interconnected system too. When you journey up the stairs, you'll find rooms with these slightly smaller sculptures on plinths, and I really enjoyed these. Art can look different from different angles, and it is definitely the case with these wacky little pieces by artist Matthew Ronnie. You stand on your tiptoes or crouch down on your tippy toes, your knees, and look up at them. What do they look like? If you move around them, do they look like animals? Do they look like creatures from your dreams? Peoples? And what are they doing? Absolutely fascinating. You could use plasticine to recreate these, I reckon. This sculpture is probably very familiar to lots of you, and my little daughter enjoyed this most of all. The Helter Skelter in neon pink, racing round and round and round. It goes up and down and up and down. It's sometimes just fun to be reconnected with something that you really enjoy. We're living in a time when often our adults, sometimes ourselves, are glued to screens. Screen time is too much. But these sculptures remind us of how joyful and fun it is to move and feel things in the real world. They show us that everything around us is constantly changing and growing, shifting. So, if you're ready for an adventure filled with sculptures that dance and flow and metamorphosize right in front of you, then When Forms Come Alive is the place to be for you.